everyone. In this video, we're gonna work with the files, write and read. But different way. We're gonna use the class this time, so more professional. So we use the Windows form again. Okay, files, read, write, using class, for example. Whatever name you need, some meaning name. So when you study, you remember. So I'm gonna create again a list box so we can put the data from the list box. Okay, make it bigger this time. I create the file. Um, this file without names. So the first name, comma, last name, comma, etc. Okay. So I need to read this data. I put it here. Okay. So first, I'm gonna create also a button for read data. I'm gonna create it here. Right click properties. I'm gonna say read file, for example, and the name would be have a btn underscore read. Now close this one. So I want to create the file. Okay, so I should have a code here, but before I do that, I want to add a class. So I'm gonna click here, add, go to the add, and the last things or new items or last things, you're gonna find the class here, or you can click a new item, then you find the class here. Okay, so I'm gonna call person class. Okay, so I'm gonna add this class. Okay, so this file, I called file text1 or test1, sorry. I have a first name, last name, and social security number. So this class should I have the three things. I can do string first name, and then I'm gonna do get and set, then set. Okay, then I create this one, meaning if I need to assign data, I'm gonna use the get, but I can delete that. I do prop, prop, this one, then tab 2 times. I have this one. So here I'm gonna do click in the end. I don't need this end. I go in string. I'm gonna this one. Then tab. I do first name, for example. Then I'm gonna enter. I'm gonna do another prop. Double taps. String. Tab. Last name. Then enter. Then another prop. String. Tab. SSN. Then enter. Okay, I have those three things. Also, I need to do constructor. So the way create a constructor, I can highlight this properties, then right click in it. You see the quick action control, or you do control plus and period, or click in this one. Gonna see, yeah, generate constructor, double click in this one. This is the constructor for the person. So the person receive first name, last name, SSN. See the first name for our property uppercase. That's why I make it uppercase. Then the code make me the lowercase for the first letter. So you can first name, go to first name, last name, last name. Okay. Now we finished this one. I'm gonna go to the other form. Click in this one. I have this code. Okay. So I'm gonna create list. So I'm gonna create the list. So I'm gonna go here. Last example, we creating list of string. So this one I'm gonna do list of what? Of person. Yeah, see this person. So list of object, my object. I'm gonna call it, for example, people. I have a people. All right, equal to new. I create here at the top, so I can use a multiple function. All right, last person. Then with this one, okay. Then I'm gonna create the path string. File path, as I do the previous video. File path equal will be at, then go this one and this one. I'm gonna go copy the path, this path, Control C, then copy it here, then one backslash to put the file name. So in this case, the new file name, I have it here. The best way in the beginning, just to do the basic stuff like this, avoiding mistakes, copy and put this one. All right, perfect. Now we go to the read file. So in read files, so first I need, if you using a file, I have it using add library for file system that input output. Okay. Now we go to the reading the data. Okay. So the data coming from where? Coming from the file read string. So we need what? We need list of strings. So I'm gonna create list. Remember last one, list string. We did a common string. I'm gonna call it lines equal new string. So I'm gonna read the data for string first. So I'm gonna read lines I create a lines will be equal. So I read the file dot read all lines this one, and we have a file path, same this one, then, and this error because I have to convert it to list. Now the file, now we need to put it in the list. So first of all, I want cleaning the file. I will not do, sorry, for. I'm gonna do for each, not for. I did it very quick. For each, and tab 2 times. I'm gonna do string. So string my lines. I'm gonna read my lines, and from what? From the lines. So lines. So I'm reading this data from with the lines. Okay, reading the file. So I'm reading the file, this file with lines. But we have a. So how I know the first name, last name? By comma. So my comma, it is my indicator. So the first item read maybe four characters, 5 characters, whatever, within the length of the name. Then you stop. How you know stop the first name? By comma. Same things. Then after comma, you found the comma last name. Then after next comma, I found the. I'm assuming the file will be in a good structure like this. Okay. So that's why after I read the lines, I need to split the data. So we need to split the data. So the best way I can split the data, I want to create array. So I'm gonna create array string items. I'm gonna call items equal to my line. I create my line dot split split one dot split. So split. How I split this data? By comma. So if you found the comma, meaning put this data in the items, and the items error here because should be array. Okay, like this. So we put the data from the list to array. Why? Because I wanna split the data. So in this array, I have 3 items. In this array, I'm gonna read the first name, then put it in the array. Second location on the array will be the last name. The third location would be social security number. Okay. Now after I split the data now, so location 0, location 1, location 2, location 3. I'm gonna add this data to the my class. So I'm gonna create my person. I have a person object equal to p. I just click like this. So I create p as an object from this class. So now b will be equal what here? New person, and this person, see, you need the first name, last name, and social security number. I'm gonna send those now. How? By items. Items, it have those items. So items location number 0, this array, then items location number 1, last name, then item location number, comma, item or items location number 2, the third locations. So now I create this object with those items, the first data. So I read the first lines, I put this here, okay? Now we're creating we have a people now, we have a list of string. Now I want to use this one. So list of my string, so people, so list of persons, which is called people here, will be add this one to the list, P, add this one in the list, P, okay? Now I want add this data. Now I read the data from the file, and this data will now exist in this list of the person, okay? So I'm gonna do ps.data source. So I have to creating, remember, I have to creating data source binding. So binding source will equal ps equal new binding source, right? Now I'm gonna create here ps dot data source will equal what? Will equal people. Will equal people, okay? Now list box one dot data source will be equal ps. Now ps dot reset bindings. This is the 3 steps for put the data from any file or list to the data source, okay? And let us run the code. So read the file. Oh, I read the file but the file can file C, file dot read write using class dot person file dot, okay. This other problem, we're gonna fix it now, okay? So what's the problem here? When you add the data, we add it from the people, which is we cannot manipulate it as we cannot deal with it as a string. So we need to create something called convert any file, any information here to string. How we do that? We have something called public string overriding string to string. See, if just I type this to string, then just tab, okay? It return to string. So what I'm gonna do, return return first name plus, for example, maybe dash like this, then last name, then plus dash maybe, and the SSN. Those data. Now let us run the code one more time, see what's happened, okay? Read the file, here we go. Jeff person and this one, you know. So we have those data, okay? Now we're able to read the data from object. Now let us add text box. Let us, as we do before, we add the first name, last name, and social security number. So we have those 3: last name, and social security number. You can add labels, you know. Then I'm gonna Control C, Control V here. I call this write to file. Properties, write to file, okay? And btn write, all right? So to write to file, I need to do the following. So I'm gonna create object called person, which is P equal to new, I can do lowercase person, equal to new person. And the new person need the first name, last name, and social security. So I have a text box 1 dot text for the first name, comma, text box 2 text for last name, and text box 3 dot text for the social security number. So I create this data from this one. After that, go to the people dot add. We have a people here. Dot add what? Person. All right. Now again, I'm gonna copy. After that, we're going to update the list box. I'm gonna copy those three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. So let us test our code. So read the data here. For example, we have Mike. We don't have. We have like a gem and stand. Oops. Right. So write to file gem stand. Oh, I forgot to add the social security number. See, I have 2 times. Maybe I can change the RRR, KKK. This 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, RRKK. So if I open the file, I should see this data here. Oh, it doesn't update the file. Oh yeah, I forgot to create a file. 1 sec. So now I add this to the list. Okay. Now we need to add this to the file. I'm gonna create the file like this. Dot write all lines, and I have file path, and I have I don't know if you're gonna go with what people, PC people. It's gonna work with people or not? I don't think so. Let me check. Yeah, it needs a string. It need a string here. It need string. So we need to create a loop here for each person p n 1 n people. Okay, so read the variable, and I'm gonna create string, or I have actually list string here. I have a list string lines. I'm gonna use this one again. We try. So lines lines dot add person 1 dot toString. So what I'm doing here, I create small loop to read the data, because it's object, not string. People, it's object, list of objects, and the file need a list of strings. Okay, lines. So this is good. Now let us run one more time. So read the data. Perfect. I have www. For example, let me do some real name. I have Bob. I didn't have a. Okay, I have a Bob actually. I have a game. So and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 0. Okay, right to the file. Here we go, and let me see the file. And yeah, here we go. Come Dustin. All right, thank you so much. So in this file, we're using the object. That's what's the right way to do that. Thank you so much. Have a good one.